Alright, so we are back, of course, to talk about some Remake, and we have yet another update regarding the launch, COVID-19, coronavirus. I know we've talked about this a lot, but it's a very important topic. And the update that we have today is that people in Europe and Australia will almost definitely be receiving the game early, but I think it's only if you bought directly from Square Enix. And I'll explain why that is as we go. They tweeted out these images today that say, "The Final Fantasy VII Remake team have worked extremely hard to make this game, and we are incredibly proud of what you're about to play. Our biggest motivator during the development was that so many of you were willing us on, and we felt your enthusiasm and passion every step of the way. We had some hard decisions to make during the final few weeks before launch due to disruption to distribution channels caused by the spread of the COVID-19 virus. These unique circumstances have made it very difficult to align timing of our global shipping. Our highest priority is that all of you, including those who live in countries currently facing the biggest disruption, can play the game at launch. So we made the decision to ship the game far earlier than usual to Europe and Australia. As a result, there's a greater chance that some of you in these regions will now get a copy of the game prior to the worldwide release date of April 10th. For other Western regions, including the Americas, copies will be shipped this week, and we feel optimistic that most of you will receive the game for launch day. However, due to the challenging situation, we cannot provide delivery dates for each country and each retailer." So Square Enix is shipping to Europe and Australia earlier than other places because they are more affected. They're trying to make sure these people get their copies of the game, which is great. It's a fantastic thing for them to do. But because they're shipping far earlier to those countries than they normally would, undoubtedly people are going to get their copies of the game early, before April 10th. And do I really need to point out the blatantly obvious here? People getting the game early means they're going to want to post spoilers online. That's just how it works. I can actually confirm that there are already spoilers out there from, I guess, the people that currently already have the game. Somebody sent me a link to a video on YouTube. I obviously didn't watch it, but it was a spoiler video. So it's only been a few days since people were getting their hands on the game, and they're already chomping at the bit to spoil it for other people. They go on to say, "We really want all of you looking forward to Final Fantasy VII Remake to play the game on April 10th and experience everything we have been working on together. To everyone, we'd like to ask one big favor. If you get the game early, please think of others and don't spoil it for them. We know that there are potential spoilers that have been out there for over 2 decades, as the original Final Fantasy VII was released in 1997. But Final Fantasy VII Remake is a new game that still has many surprises for everyone. All our fans and players deserve to experience the game for themselves, and we ask for the support of our dedicated community around the world to ensure that. On behalf of the entire development team and everyone around the world that has worked on getting Final Fantasy VII Remake to you all, thanks again for your support, and most importantly, please stay safe." So again, another good thing, another good message. They're asking people, if you get the game early, to not spoil it for everyone else. Great thing, but I'm a realist. Let's be honest here. That's not going to do anything. If people want to spoil the game, they don't care that you ask nicely on Twitter. And maybe you think I'm being a downer or an asshole here, but I'm just being honest. That's not how it works. People get in the game early, they're just going to spoil it. And if we can go one step further with being honest here, Square Enix sending the game to these countries early is directly contributing to the spoiling of the game. I know they're doing it out of a kind gesture, but that's just a fact of the situation. Now, the reason why I said that you might receive the game early from Square Enix directly is that they say some people might get their copy early, but if a retailer, let's say GameStop, or I guess in Australia it's EB Games, were to get their stock of Final Fantasy VII Remake tomorrow or the next day, you couldn't go there and pick up your copy. You're still going to have to wait till April 10th. Now, obviously, you can sometimes get a game early. Some stores just don't give a shit. But generally speaking, you're going to have to wait till the actual release date. So in order for you to get your copy early, you'd have to receive it in the mail. So again, buying it directly from the Square Enix store. But this also might work with Amazon, because on Amazon, you're still buying it from Square Enix. It's just Amazon's the one, they're the distributor. They're the one sending it to you. You could still get it early from them as well if you happen to have purchased a physical copy on Amazon. There's also the potential that people outside of Europe and Australia could get the game early as well, because they said that they're going to send out to other Western regions, including the Americas, this week. And as of right now, we're still in March. We're not even in April yet. We still have 10 or 11 days until the actual launch of the game. That's a lot of time to receive your copy in the mail. As long as the mail's not being slowed down or anything in your area, there's a good chance you could get the game before the 10th as well, over here in America. So just going to throw this out there, in case you haven't actually pre-ordered your copy yet, or haven't completed your pre-order, they haven't charged you and stuff like that, you could cancel any that you have placed, and maybe it might be worth ordering directly from the Square Enix website on the off chance that you could get the game early. Just don't be an asshole and spoil it. When we talked about the launch of the game and coronavirus and stuff in the past, about how it might be a little difficult to get your physical copy of the game around the launch, a lot of other people out there suggested that they should just release the game earlier, and I thought that was a weird idea or concept and seems so far-fetched. Yet here we are seeing them do that. They're literally doing that. They're shipping the game early to other countries. It's my whole thing here is why not just do that for everyone? Because by shipping this game to these countries early, you're 100% guaranteeing spoilers being posted online. You're talking about the entire game. The big, important parts of the story are going to be posted online 1,000% before the game actually comes out on the 10th. And the best way to avoid the game being spoiled for, thousands or potentially millions of people, who knows how many people are going to get the game spoiled for them, is to have everybody have access to the game at the same time. But that's just my thoughts, my take on the situation. As you guys know, like, spoilers don't really affect me. Like, I don't seek them out, but if something gets spoiled for me, I'm not going to, like, lose sleep over it. I'll still very much enjoy playing through this game. So this video isn't coming from a place of, like, me being worried or afraid or something that the game's going to get spoiled for me, but there's a lot of people out there that don't want that to happen. They don't want to know anything. They want to go into this game as fresh as they possibly can. Anyways, my dudes, that's the video. Let me know your thoughts below on Square Enix sending out early copies to Europe and Australia. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new and stay updated with more Final Fantasy VII Remake content. Turn on my notifications. Follow me on Twitter at @dashingdavid, at my Discord. Links to my social networks are in the description and in the outro. Later, guys.
Give me forever for a while, give me forever for a while. Quit acting like a baby, or at least less like a child. Give me serenity, or at least just peace of mind. Give me clarity.